streaming.
So I believe everyone's good.
Oh,
Although I'm going to ask who's having a Zoom meeting in the background.
One of my coworkers.
Fair
It's
enough.
not a Zoom meeting, it's
Wait.
just a call.
Wait, you're at work?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, I show up early on the days we do D&D, and I play D&D, and then just transition seamlessly over to work.
Okay.
on my notes.
Will not argue with that.
Trying to get a refresher on shit. God damn.
Yeah, I honestly don't even remember where we're at.
You guys
Thanks
just...
to Keegan, I remember where we're going. And what our plan was.
Yes, so here's a brief recap. After everyone's fun shenanigans in Waterdeep, you guys had a last, or I guess the last meeting was just more or less going over what this particular mission is about, and you guys are heading to Xanathar's Tower.
Yep.
Specifically to seek out a possible dragon mask.
And Defector.
And Defector, because the way you know of said dragon mask is due to a message you received from someone in the cult in the tower. You guys already basically did all the travel part, and you guys are just arriving to the tower.
Yeah, we were going to try to fly over it and drop Bastion in as a
So
paratrooper.
I was about to say, so basically, I guess what I'll do is I'll start there. I don't exactly remember how long it took you guys to get there, but I think it was only like 4, maybe 5 days.
I was going to say, it was like, I think, max of 4.
Yeah. But on that final day, I don't remember. I didn't leave a note to see what time you guys are getting there, so we'll just say it's morning, midday, close to noon. But from the distance as you guys are approaching the actual tower, you will see the tower itself, and aside from the tower, one of the things you notice immediately is the giant hedge maze surrounding the tower. And there is also what appears to be a bunch of buildings forming a small village just outside of the hedge maze.
Do we want to go talk to the villagers and see if they have advice for us?
That sounds like a good idea. But we can also, again, just kick Bastion off and have him fall on top of the tower.
So
And then we all just
kind
kind of Bastion.
Sounds like a good idea. The villagers will leave this plan B. You okay with this, Bastion?
B for Bastion is dead.
It's okay, you have a flight suit. What's the worst that could happen?
It doesn't fly.
Yeah.
How far away is the top of the tower from where it would be, jumping?
I'm assuming we could get you within a couple 100 feet.
I was about to say, I mean, there's some aiming and finesse would be required, but if you're trying to aim for the center of the tower, I mean, we'll just we'll count it as an attack roll and see how well you do.
Does the top of the tower appear to be a roof or a hole on top of the tower that leads somewhere else?
It looks like a hole.
Okay.
It's kind of crumbled at the top.
That just means it'll soften your fall.
Yeah, it's like a partial kind of cover.
It just means I can't see what I'm falling into. Fuck it.
Hold on, wait.
What up?
Never mind, I forgot. I moved my spells around because I was manipulating memories and doing some real degen shit.
I know, I don't.
Naturally.
So I don't have the spell prepared that I thought I had prepared, so never mind. Continue.
But I mean,
Don't forget
so
to
yeah,
close it.
effectively the castle's floating up above the tower right now.
How many feet could I gauge it?
You're at least a couple 100 feet up.
I have a spell that reaches 300 feet. Could I tell if it's within range of that?
What are you trying to hit?
I'm not trying to hit. I'm just trying to see if I could literally gauge it. Before I ask Bastion to jump, I need to know if he's going to live this fall.
No.
He can slow fall.
I will put it this way. It's kind of, you get the feeling that you might be too high up for it, but you can try.
Hey, Yee,
What's up?
do you have Dimension Door?
I don't. That's what I was looking for.
Shit. Urisk? The other one sucks. You got Dimension Door?
Honestly, don't remember the moment. Give me a sec. I know I have a teleporting spell.
I believe I can change it on short rest, so you give me about half an hour, I can have Dimension Door.
No, I've just got Misty Step.
Can Misty Step bring another person with you, or is that a single person?
I believe it's a single person.
I believe it counts things you're carrying, so he'd have to carry you.
Drat. Hey,
Ah, shit,
you
dude.
think we can get away with the 30-minute short rest real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
should
you
be
guys
fine.
get. I was about to say, you guys have as much time as you want.
Can we
As
say
of
if
right
we
now,
run
no one
enough?
knows the castle's even above them because the castle on the bottom is covered by thick clouds.
Alright, so
Alright, yeah.
it's about noon, so we'll pick this up at 1. You guys have lunch. I'm gonna mess around with my spell book.
And break.
You guys will go off and take your breaks. Patrick, so what spells are you shuffling around?
I'm gonna get rid of Modify Memory and add Dimension Door back.
Okay. I
Oh, where's my
have.
prepared list?
Damn, bros.
Now, Urisk, I will require your help as well with this, as I am too big to fit through Patrick's door.
Yeah, that's easy to fix.
Yes.
And then... that there, and...
I would ask if Bart's doing anything, but I mean, Ragnar's just gonna kind of chill, I assume.
Drinking
arm
while they're
wrestle with
figuring out
things.
whatever.
You know, I forgot I could also technically do this. I just have Arcane Gate.
Oh, you have Arcane Gate. That goes 500 feet, right?
500 feet, it's 10 foot in front of me, 10 foot in diameter, and I believe it's 10 minutes. So any creatures can walk through. So technically all of us could just walk through.
Nice. If it's 500 feet.
Yeah, if we're 500 feet. So I'll just
I guess you
prepare
can.
that.
Now you being five, I mean, you can ask you know who to lower the castle.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't want to get too close, though. That's suspicious.
But 500 feet, you're more confident in gauging that you're probably 500 feet up as opposed to a couple hundred or 300.
If I'm more
Why don't we
confident
just-
in it,
Why don't we just land the castle on top of the tower?
You want to dock our castle.
I'm pretty sure the tower is going to be magically reinforced, and it's just going to pierce our castle, and then we're not going to be able to fly.
I mean, you haven't tried yet.
Yeah, that was one of my
Might just
concerns about
crush
trying
the
to fall
castle.
on it.
Not to mention, it's not exactly our stealthiest entrance to just crush their tower.
Yeah, but it would solve a lot of problems if we just crushed the tower.
Please, Patrick. Stealth has never been the strong suit of this party.
I am super stealthy.
Hey, we try. We
So-
kind of go with my Assassin's Creed policy. We can't get spotted if there's nobody to spot us.
It's kind of accurate. Now, Yee,
What's
does
that?
your arcane gate look like?
It is a circular portal
Mhm.
that is 10 feet open. 1 point 10 feet within me and another point within 500 feet of me. Circle portal, 10 feet in diameter, opens above each point. If the portal would open the space occupied by a creature, the spell fails. 2 portals are 2-dimensional glowing rings filled with mist hovering inches from the ground. A ring is visible only from one side, your choice, which is the side that functions as a portal. Any creature or object entering the portal exits from the other portal as if 2 were adjacent to each other.
Portals.
So you can try and hide.
Yeah, I can hide the second point.
Okay. All right. I guess try and cast it and see if you don't put it in a person.
Yeah.
And
If I can
try and-
see the top of the tower and see, like, maybe, is there any, like, could I see, like, a balcony or anything like that?
No, there's not really a balcony.
And
just
then,
a hole.
So basically, I mean, the tower, it kind of resembles like a guard tower, effectively, is what it looks like.
right, and you said the roof's kind of caved in, so it's a hole, right?
Yeah, there's like, so basically, like half the roof is still standing, but the other half, it's just crumbled in.
Oh, okay, so half the roof is still standing.
Yeah.
All right,
So
I'm gonna
put a
aim for the
person
other
back
half. I'm gonna aim for the half of the roof that's still standing, and I'm gonna cast Arcane Gate and open up our portal if I can.
All right. What level spell that is?
6th.
6th.
So that's my only 6th level spell for the next till we take a
So-
short rest.
Roll Arcana for me, sir. Ah. It set on my foot and it hurt.
13.
All right, perception. And with disadvantage.
Eh, 4.
Your spell did not work.
Shit.
You wait a moment, but nothing really happens. Nothing you can tell happened, anyways.
I'm being jammed. Only one man would ever give me the raspberry. His name's Xanthal.
Mm,
I
Kind
have
of
an
a bit.
idea.
what was that?
Let's
What's your
drop
idea?
down one of our paratroopers to see what happens before we drop down Bastion.
What paratroopers?
Oh, please, Patrick. It hasn't been that long.
Think about it. What do you and Urisk like to do?
And then drop off the castle.
Yeah, I get that, but did we have any?
We can make more.
Yeah, there's.
I mean,
corpses
yeah, if you've got a
everywhere.
body laying around, fuck it.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty. I had Bastion chisel out a bunch for me to experiment on.
Alright, yeah.
Actually, wait, no, I think I actually created a small contingent of them.
I remember that. You did.
Yeah, I'll just get one of the zombies
Do
to
that.
jump off into the castle and see what it looks like.
Fair enough. All right, so you guys see Udisk summon one of his zombies front and center, and said zombie prepares to take the plunge and yeets himself off the castle. You guys kind of watch him fall, and then he reaches a certain point where it almost looks like the air ripples, and he just disappears.
What do you two boys make of that? Did he just like disintegrate, or is it like cloaked?
Kind of strikes me as a cloaking thing, but I don't know if we want to take that chance with you.
Uh, there's a lot of rope on this here flying castle, right? What if we
You scrounge some up.
what if we tied one to one of your zombies and sent them off?
Well, no, sorry, my headset was cutting out. Did you guys hear me? What I said?
No.
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 As he was summoning a zombie, I wanted to summon a ghost with my summon spectral undead,
Sure.
and I'm gonna send a ghost down with the zombie so I could use its sight because I can link my vision with them.
Yeah. Okay. So I assume you're gonna be watching through its eyes as it goes down. Patrick?
Alright. He did it again.
Yes, my headset's dying.
You should stop doing that.
I don't mean charge. I mean it's just cutting out constantly.
So the same thing will happen to the zombie, but as your ghost kind of gets to that same point, it'll kind of hit into it, and then unlike the zombie, it's almost like repelled back, so it can't go further than this invisible barrier. There is, however, you notice some give. You could probably try telling your ghost to force its way through.
I'm just gonna tell it to come back up, and then I'm gonna relay that information to the party of, it's definitely a barrier.
Hmm.
Now whether that barrier just cloaks, don't know, but my ghost couldn't pass through it, so I'm assuming it's at least a little defensive.
Alright, so how do we punch through it?
We could try to physically force through it, which could have any number of repercussions, or we can probably go through the maze.
I don't want to fucking know magic. Go for the maze.
Man, I was coming into this session thinking fucking Bastion was just gonna eat himself off into it.
Now,
It's tempting.
now, hear me
I'm
out.
still tempted to jump off.
We got another zombie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gathered the rope. I'm gonna tie it around the zombie, and then I'm gonna kick off the zombie.
Okay.
I want to see what happens if I try and pull him back up by the rope once he falls through to the tower.
Presumably you tied the other end of the rope around something before kicking the zombie.
Yes, I handed it to Ragna.
Hey, what do you want me to do with this? You going fishing?
Yeah, fishing for wizards.
What the fuck ever?
Alright. I'm watching the zombie fall through.
You tied the rope around it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, the zombie will be enveloped by this barrier. And is Ragna or someone going to pull up on it?
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as I see it go through, I'm gonna yell to pull it.
Alright, Ragna's strength. With advantage.
14.
Ah, cool. Ragna will pull back, and you see the zombie kind of get stuck coming out, but it's very clearly still attached to the end of the rope. Give me one more strength check, Ragna. With advantage.
23.
Nice. So as Ragna's heaving as much as she can, the barrier kind of starts to spaz a bit, ripples, even some electricity almost seems to kind of spark up. And then you'll hear the barrier kind of snap a bit, but just before the zombie comes all the way through, the rope will give way instead, and then the zombie disappears and the rope comes out.
Could we see the zombie moving?
Yeah.
Okay, so the barrier didn't kill the zombie. The drop probably did, but we can pass through the barrier if you want to jump it.
Yeah. Still really far though. Even if we get in a little bit closer. And if this
Maybe
is like
try to climb
doesn't
down the
work. Oh yeah, that was the original reason I grabbed the rope. I thought it was a zombie.
Ain't much left of it now.
Try finding more if you wanted to. I'll just make a roll for
He
it.
said the rope broke. Where did it break? At Ragnar's point
It was
or at the
right.
zombie's point?
It was at the zombies' point.
So you could
So-
technically slide down to
Alright,
the
I'm gonna get
barrier.
on the rope.
Okay. Is someone holding him up? Or are you guys gonna tie the rope down to an anchor?
For Bastion, I'd say probably anchor would be best.
I was about to say we should definitely
Alright.
anchor this.
Anchor, but have somebody watch the rope just in case.
I'll watch the rope.
Who's the best tie? He's got the best knot skills.
Definitely Ragnar.
Ragnar, yeah.
Yeah.
God, what would that be? Survival?
Yeah.
All right.
I got a solid +2, so maybe I could tie a sailor's knot.
I'll look
16.
Customary.
Yeah, that's a good knot. Nice and sturdy. It should hold Bastion, no problem. All right.
I want to look through the rope and see if there's any sections that are frayed and need to be repaired before we send him down.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
17.
Other than the end where the zombie was, I guess, ripped off from the rope, no. But I would definitely avoid using, too much of the end, so get some extra slack to tie around Bastion. Unless Bastion wants to just slide down the rope without having a harness around him. You could do that too.
I didn't know about a harness, but I was gonna kind of loop the rope around my hands as I made my way down.
Okay, then yeah, if you're gonna do that, then you could relay to Bastion that he should probably hold on to not the bottom of the rope that was torn, but a little further up.
I was also going to send my ghost down to, I don't think the ghost could actually quite catch Bastion, but, maybe soften his fall a little bit. In case something went horribly wrong.
Or also so you could screech and say to, pull the rope if I need the rope pulled.
Yeah.
Alright. So I shall begin my descent.
Into a furnace?
That was not the intent. But who knows, maybe this is a portal.
You
Or
two
maybe
will
it's just-
eventually.
Oh shit.
Maybe you're just going down into a furnace.
Could be true. Luckily, I am resistant to heat. And the cold just makes my body shake. I don't actually feel cold.
Does heat
but I-
metal count for warforges?
Yeah, but it
I
wouldn't-
would assume so, but I
You
think
can
it just
heat
do
the
normal
metal.
damage.
like,
Might
it,
just-
it unless it's hot on fire, I don't think it actually
Yeah.
starts to damage me unless you get it to molten level and I start melting.
Which, I mean, if you kept doing it round after round, I think eventually you can get it hot enough where it'd be
It
uncomfortable.
is magical metal and wood as well, so it's living.
That is true.
So it does affect it, but there got to be a point where I will melt. There's a point where you will melt. Anywho,
I'm down a rope.
All right, down the rope. Wait, so Patrick, what were you doing again? Sorry.
I'm just sending the ghost down with him to kind of either just let me
Just-
see if he falls
yeah.
so I can screech and or attempt to catch him, but I don't think I can hold him up.
That's a good idea. All right, so down the rope, Bastion goes.
Got my
Sebastian.
parachute wings in case.
This would be a pretty easy check for you, hopefully, but go ahead and if you want to add some flair, you can do a acrobatics check or just a raw dex check.
Can the player be me utilizing the rope? Kind of
Yeah,
like
you
a
do like some spins and
performer.
shit. I don't know.
circus performer style.
Yeah, circus.
That way,
performance
maybe if there's people down there, they'll decide not to kill me because they think I'm
style.
interested.
They'll be like, "God damn, that guy's so fucking
I
cool."
thought he was going stripper pole style.
Okay. You'll have no problem getting down. You'll get to the point, and the closer, when you're basically right up on the edge, Bastion, you can visibly see the kind of distortion in the air. So you're right at the border. Are you going to try to go into it?
Couple quick tests. I'm gonna pull out a dart and drop it onto it. See what happens to the dart. Does
Okay.
it just go right through, or does it?
So you pull out the dart, you drop it, and it goes straight through.
Okay.
You are now down a dart.
That's fine. I got so fucking many darts.
Jump
Alright.
into it.
I'm gonna get down a little bit closer and then just like gingerly dip like the tip of my foot, because I don't know if I have toes, into.
So y'all
There.
kind of put your foot up against it, and you immediately feel resistance, but it's not like a strong resistance. You could push your way through easily if you wanted.
But it's not hurting or anything.
There is no pain.
Okay. I will try and push my way down while still holding onto the rope.
All right. So your foot goes all the way in. Nothing seems to hurt or anything, and then you kind of push even further in up to your knee at this point. Nothing seems to still be going awry. Aside from the small resistance, you can enter it quite easily. So you're basically almost halfway through it. Do you want to go further?
The rope ends above or below the.
Above.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go
you're
up a little bit and I'm gonna try and like tie it around my leg and loop it so I can hang backwards.
okay. As you start to pull yourself out, it's almost like the barrier is now trying to suck you in. So you're gonna need to give me a strength check to pull out.
My best thing.
Ooh, you managed to yank yourself out with considerable force, which everybody up on the castle can tell. The rope gets extremely taut once he does this. But, Bastion, you will manage to rip your legs out from the barrier.
Right.
Whether this is new knowledge to you or not, once you go in, it's going to be very difficult to get out.
I'll try and tie and get myself secure around the leg.
Okay. Survival for your best knot.
Another one of my great skills. Yeah. Hoo!
You did what Bastion could do to the best of his ability.
Patrick,
Is it
can I see your
or
ghost?
not?
Yeah, my ghost isn't
It's a knot.
hidden.
He double
Can you-
knotted it just to be sure.
Can you command it to like shake its head? Just curious.
It'll
I guess
facepalm.
I guess it may not know that. I'll look at it. I don't know if you can hear me,
I can.
but
I can't tell
here
you
we
that,
go.
but I can.
And I'm gonna dunk my head through it.
All right. Well, of course, you see this, and technically, anyone looking over the edge, if they really wanted to, they could
Oh
also.
yeah, I'm watching this.
He's face first.
And Bastion, you dunk your head into the barrier.
Yes. I'm gonna have one arm go with it, and then one arm try and stay above it, so I can give a thumbs up or thumbs down to the ghost.
All right, not bad. All right, so you're now looking into the barrier.
Mhm.
The first thing you notice immediately is your head's covered in clouds.
Well, yeah.
I
No,
don't think you
it doesn't
can as a
bother me.
Warforge, but go.
I can push air.
It's thick enough to where you actually can't see what's below you.
So it was
But you
covering
hear the sound of rustling leaves.
leaves. So there's a tree.
Yes.
So through the barrier, we could see the broken piece of the tower. We didn't see
Yeah,
clouds.
so you guys are basically right above that. Of course, where you're at right now, you can't tell if you're still a boat or not, but
Yes.
in
Yes.
theory, you should be.
I'm worried about actually popping my head off if I try and pull my head back through.
And you hear?
I mean, you
I
could
can't
try.
yell this at you, but can he hear the zombies?
Can your ghost touch my hand? Has your ghost work just pass through? I'm gonna give a thumbs up to the ghost, just so they know I'm still alive.
He's still alive.
And then, as best as I can shrug with one hand, I'm a shrug, and then I'm going to kick the rope loose.
Oh shit! You're going for it. Bastion's
Going
going
for it.
full send. I like it. All
Full
right.
send.
So you're going to start wiggling and shaking, trying to unknot yourself.
If he gets
Ev-
too tangled up, I'm gonna have the ghost try to like undo the knot.
I was about to say,
How many
everyone.
100 feet are they above me? At this point?
Less than 5, more than 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah, that'll. Yeah.
Long out of
I'll keep
range
it
for
ambiguous.
message or anything.
I'll keep it ambiguous, but that's about far. So,
So,
you will
3
see
to
him
500?
kind of shake, and his hand, he kind of like lifts himself up, but he obviously is caught by the barrier, so he can't lift himself out fully. But he's trying to reach the knot so he can undo it. And I would say it's pretty obvious enough he can interpret what he's trying to do. So you can aid him. Bash would probably get it eventually, but it'll take a little bit of time to kick himself free.
you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna have the ghost attack the rope and slash it off.
All right. Well, without a problem in a world,
Beep.
the
Fucker.
ghost will
Fucking
go
nice.
and boop, bashing. You feel a give. Next thing you know, your whole body gets sucked into the barrier. You'll be
Alright.
falling through some clouds.
As soon as I pop through the barrier, I'm sprouting my astral arms and stretching my arms out in 4 different directions to try and grab stuff as I'm falling.
All right.
In case, because I heard a tree rustling. If there's a tree, I'm gonna try and grab for a tree as I'm.
You know, should
Falling.
we have sent a wyvern rider after him? Or like with him?
Oh
Why
shit,
didn't we
we
just
have
take the
wyverns.
wyverns? Why didn't we take the wyverns down to begin with?
I forgot we had wyverns.
It's hilarious.
Oh.
But this way was much more entertaining for me. So
I could have flown over and I could have just jumped off. And
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say shit. I was gonna let this play out.
Literally, right as I'm like, how are we gonna catch him? I'm like, oh yeah, we can just send a wyvern after him. And then it clicked in my head. I'm like, wait. Why the fuck did we not just do murder face to begin with?
Bruce really
I'm
wants
not
to.
taking murder face into that. Fuck that. I don't even know what that thing does yet.
I don't either.
Well, you know it doesn't kill you.
Yes, this is.
I know it doesn't kill Bastion. I don't know what it does to organic life.
Ooh.
all right, Sebastian,
Zombie.
you will fall through the clouds, and you're going to reach your arms out to grab what you assume is a tree, or hoping is a tree.
Tree or just a ledge or anything that any of the 4 arms can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So
grab a tip.
we're gonna put you on pause for a minute. Everyone else on the castle, you see Bastion go and get sucked in. You're at the point now where if you want, you can go in after him. You could assume that he thought it was safe enough if he was just going to cut himself loose and drop in. Otherwise, you guys can wait around, see what happens, or...
Yeah, see, because here I'm also realizing this is double dumb because we have no way of communicating with him. So even if he's safe down there,
You got like message or sending or something, right?
Mhm.
No,
it's a 120-foot radius
Why don't you have sending, man?
because I have message.
Sending's anywhere.
Yeah, sending is better. I don't know why you didn't take it.
Because I took message and I'm not changing it.
For shame.
You got Misty Step though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could always just fall in and then right before you hit the ground, go. Whoop.
See, I'm very tempted to jump and do that, but I'm also not entirely certain that magic works in there.
The other
Fair.
tidbit is how much inertia does Misty Step actually cancel out?
I believe it cancels it all out because you turn
You
to mist.
straight stop and teleport, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, because I used it when we landed like on a roof before.
God, it's like
Well,
a better
no,
version of Blink.
I used
No
it-
shit.
The main issue is Ragna. Ragna ain't got anything other than just like I don't know.
All right. You
Taking
think
it.
Murderface could assert dominance as the Alpha Wyvern so we can all fly down relatively easily?
Before we even do that, give me 1 second. I'm gonna tap my sword. Oi, what the fuck is that thing?
Your sword will go. Zenithos Tower, right?
Oi, what's that around it? The barrier or whatever?
My knowledge on Xanathal himself's a little rusty, but I know his tower is created by a wish spell. So he only created one entrance for it. I don't know what happens if you don't use that entrance. That was up to him when making the spell.
But like, hey, the Tin Cunt went through it. Does that mean we can? Because, you know, he's all metal and shite.
Yes. You should be able to go through without much issue.
Hey, you wouldn't be lying to me, would you?
Why would I do that?
If you fucking lie to me, I'm gonna chuck you. I'll chuck you as far as I can. Good luck finding a new master, you prick.
The sword will remain silent.
I mean, pretty sure it doesn't want to outright kill you right now because then it's just out a wielder.
Well, hey, the
Nah.
fucking demon sword said we can make it, but you know, fucking demon sword.
So we'll do this. We'll take the wyverns down. I'll go through our wyvern with us. I'll go first, then Urisk, then you.
Alright, fair enough.
So we'll get on Giuseppe face and murder face.
You guys are flying your wyverns down?
Yeah.
I'm hoping murder face acts as an alpha to make it a bit easier.
I'd say Bart doesn't have to roll animal handling anymore. But if you want it to go down that way, Bart will have to roll animal handling.
Well, I will keep an eye out. If they buck and fight, then I'll step in.
I think he means even murder face isn't wanting to go through it.
Is that what you're saying?
I haven't gotten to that point yet, but
Because I didn't catch that,
That
at all.
is-
If that was the case,
that is some
When he said that
foreshadowing.
even you would have to make rolls, I thought he was saying like murder face
No,
is
no, no,
going to
no,
start
no.
resisting.
If-
That was for dominance.
That was for dominance.
Oh,
If the other wyverns are going to follow Murderface, then Murderface or Ragna will have to roll a animal handling just to follow suit.
okay, I was on the
Okay.
right path then.
Yeah.
I'm a step ahead. That's my bad.
Since you kind of went in that direction, Patrick, you want to roll me a perception check?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. I retardedly stumbled into something.
I mean,
As
you're on
I
that-
do. 7.
Nah, never mind.
He doesn't know shit, so we're
You
doing this
tried.
anyway.
You tried. You were on something there, but yeah. All right. So Bart, you can let Murderface do all the work, or I can let you roll animal handling. It's
Like I
kind
said,
of
I will hop on Murderface and I will wait for the other two to get on theirs and see what happens.
okay. So you're intentionally trying to make it clear that they are going to follow Murderface. I will go ahead and actually let me find if I can rename all the wyverns.
And while I'm getting close to Giuseppe, I'll throw him some jerky.
That people take just jerky. But as he gnaws on it, he will stare at you.
And then I'll get on him.
Still
Is it
confused
a
why
nice
food is
side
giving him
or a
food.
stare?
Yes.
Definitely.
All right. I just grabbed one of the wyverns. So that first roll is it's for Giuseppe, and he actually will, without being too ornery about it, kind of follow in suit behind. The second one, however, Will, what'd you name your wyvern again?
Face.
That's right. How could I forget? Face is kind of throwing up a tantrum and being somewhat hostile, which Murderface takes that personally. So it's at this point you can have Murderface roll animal handling against that, or you can roll animal handling.
I don't have him set up, so unless you have him set up, I'll just roll animal handling.
I have set up.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. He needs to be alpha.
He will be all.
Murderface took that personally. He needs to handle this.
Well, he did it, so. There was a bit of a. It wasn't instant, but Face did eventually follow suit. So they are both following Murderface's lead in turn following your lead, Ragnar.
All right, then I guess we shall depart.
All right. You spread your wings and fly off down below. As you continue to fly to the barrier, are you going to dive bomb through it or carefully go through it?
Well, Patrick volunteered to dive bomb first.
Yeah, I was gonna go through first. I'm not gonna like straight up dive bomb. I was gonna like stop above it and then try to
Okay.
go in first and be like, all right.
All right. So
And now-
you'll stop. You will stop just above after kind of veering off a bit. As you are just about to head in, I need you to roll me animal handling with disadvantage.
So that's a 9.
Yeah, as soon as you get to the barrier, Giuseppe will actually touch the barrier and immediately start to freak out. I need you to roll me a strength check, sir.
Oh, baby, you know how good I am at that.
I know.
Good enough to win an arm wrestling competition without the helmet.
I know your stats shit, Patrick. I didn't need to see.
I always click the big button. I always click the big 6 rather than the red button above it.
Big 6. So, poor you.
Oh, I'm getting bucked off and I'm
You're
just falling
getting
through,
bucked
right?
off.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
fine.
fucked.
On the
just-
rescue.
All right, cool. So he's just above the barrier, but Ragnar would be close by, considering Ragnar was leading the pack. You have a very small window of opportunity to get him before he goes into the barrier. It'll be a disadvantage check, however. I will make it. Oh, what should I make it? I feel like animal handling might be the one since you're trying to catch him on murder face. So animal handling with disadvantage.
All right. Yep, you're fucked.
Yes, I'm following. You know, this is just what's happening.
Sorry, they were too far away. They could not get to you in time. He gets eaten up by the barrier. As you notice, Ragna, as Murderface gets close to the barrier, Murderface will also not like what's going on either. But Murderface won't be as violent as Giuseppe was.
I gave you jerky!
I don't know how much good it will do, but I'll try to give Murderface a pep talk because we're about to have to dive bomb through there. Say, all right, boy, I promise we'll make it. Stay strong. And I'm going to rein up to begin the dive bomb.
Oh boy! All right.
I'm following suit.
Because he's about to get fucking smeared on the dirt for sure.
I'm hoping Misty Step will cancel my inertia. We'll find out.
So, all right. Murderface is very visibly not excited for this. However, your relationship with him will not make this a disadvantage check, but a normal check. So you give me animal handling as you try to dive through. Will be disadvantage.
Yes.
For you. Oh, look at that. One more.
I'm used to having it set up to roll twice. I forgot I disabled that. So 3.
You're getting bucked off too, Will, and no one will be there to grab you. So,
We're gonna find out about the Misty Step inertia.
So here's what happens. Ragna gives Murderface a quick pep talk and attempts to dive bomb into it. Murderface, despite visibly uncomfortable, will go ahead and do it because Murderface trusts Ragna. However, Will, you have done well in creating a bond between you and your wyvern. However, it's still not quite to the level Ragna has. And Face will get close to the barrier, freak out, and whoop, off you go. I lied. I didn't give you a strength check. That's very rude of me. Go ahead and get a strength check, see if you can stay on the wyvern. You might actually not just get insta.
You were
bucked.
just saving him from the embarrassment.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone, whether they wanted to or not, is now gone into the barrier.
I'm getting ready to Misty Step. Will I fall?
All right. Both of you are being prepared to the Misty Steps. So, a very reasonable reaction, I'd say.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
All right, so
Urisk is just standing in the air.
we'll start with Ragna first. So Ragna, you will manage to get through the barrier without really much issue. As you go through the barrier, the first thing that goes through your mind after you get through the barrier? What would you be doing? Looking out for the ground below you, looking for Yee, just trying to
Well,
stabilize.
first, get my bearings, know what I'm about to fly directly through or into, and then once I figure out the distance and all that, if I need to rear back or what I need to do, I'll then keep a lookout for the little scaly bastard. If I even see him. He's lighter, so I should at least be able to catch up to him.
My my inertia is a lot worse than other people's.
All right.
And you're wearing a big ass cloak that probably,
All right, so and then of course, Urisk, you're preparing Misty Step as well as you fall.
Just standing
So
there
what's-
like I'm not falling.
All right, so
Should we start
Bart-
with Bastion?
hang on. So Bart's preparing. He'll attempt to get Yee if possible. Yee, you're also preparing Misty Step, correct?
Yep.
All right. What's the parameter on that? When you guys gonna use it? Like just before you hit the ground, or at a certain point? 30 feet up, 60 feet
I
up.
was gonna say 30 feet, or if I see if I see Ragna like within 30 feet of me, try to Misty Step onto Murderface. So either or, 30 feet of safety, whether it be Ragna or a
Gotcha.
ledge
All
or
right.
something like that.
And me 30 feet within
Your-
ground ledge.
So what you guys are doing is officially locked in.
Yep.
All right. Bastion, you managed to fall through.
yes.
You fall through some clouds, and you're preparing with your astral arms to grab onto a tree because you heard what sound like leaves rustling in the wind.
Yes.
You go through the clouds. You fall just as you break through the clouds. You have exactly 20 feet before you smack into the ground. There are no trees. However, you do see tall hedges around you.
Alright.
You're plopping straight down into a point in the maze. You can try to grab the top of the maze, but you have like a moment to attempt to get it.
First off, release the chute to slow whatever I can slow in 20 feet, and then also grab with all the arms for the top of the hedge.
And considering the amount of arms you have, you will have enough time to do that. So go ahead. We'll go ahead and make that a dexterity check to quickly grab with your arms. You have 4 of them, so I'll give you advantage. You will also slow your descent with your chute. It seems to work, by the way.
Yes.
And yes, and you manage to just barely grab onto the top of the hedge. You're kind of dangling over it, so you'll have to pull yourself up, or you can now carefully drop down the rest of the 20 feet to the ground.
I will attempt to pull myself up so I can get on top of the hedge.
Alright, so you will use the rest of your astral arms and be able to easily pull yourself up without really any issue. And you're now standing on top of the hedge. And as you stand on top of the hedge, you basically see the large maze labyrinth in front of you.
How far away from the tower am I?
You are a fair bit away from it. If you turn back and you look behind you, you see the village.
Alright. Well, I'll quickly try and pack up my chute best I can. And then start making my way towards the tower.
Cool. Are you gonna go over the hedge? Hedge?
Yes, I'll
Maze?
go over the medge.
Midge. All right,
Over
cool.
the Hedge. It's a pretty good movie.
I don't like it.
It
I'll
was...
try and do like a slight crouch, even though I know if I'm walking on top, I'll most likely be seen by things, but I'll try and
I just
secure myself as much as possible.
I just imagine you like Dr. Octopus with the astral arms and walking and moving.
Okay, 2 legs, 4 arms. I'm a Grievous walk.
That's horrifying.
Need somehow making yourself worse and worse.
Start like spikes.
And he's still wearing his fucking demon helmet. God damn it.
All right. So you kind of start hopping across the maze. You're gonna start heading towards the tower, but you notice as you get closer to the tower, the walls of the maze start to get thinner and thinner. So you keep hopping your way over the top to the point where it's extremely difficult for you to even stay on it at this point.
Alright, how close am I to said tower?
You feel like you made progress, but it
Mm,
does not look like you made progress.
Stupid magic shit. Alright, I'll stand up and try and see if I can map a path to the tower itself. Don't know where the entrance is on the tower, but just pull out my pen and paper and start like tracing out a path I could take to the tower.
All right, so you'll be more deliberate and careful about where you go, and you're trying to actually solve the maze, but from your bird's eye view.
Yes.
However, you quickly realize every single pathway you're looking at leads to a dead end. When you hop over a dead end, you notice it just leads to another dead end.
Hmm. It's a good thing I don't need to eat, otherwise I'd probably starve to death here.
As you're thinking that, you hear, and not far behind you, you see someone falling. And then you see a wyvern immediately following after that person. And then you see someone else falling. Ragna,
Yeah.
animal handling.
Oh, right.
Ragna will not get to you in time, Yi. So, you have options here. As you break through the clouds, you only have a moment to decide what you're going to do. Misty step towards the ground, or you could try to Misty step up towards Bart.
If I notice that the ground is like not that far, I'm gonna
Not.
Misty Step to the ground.
You'll quickly Misty step to the ground just in time, and you're down
Holy
on the
shit.
ground.
Holy shit.
Followed immediately by the wyvern landing next to you,
Holy shit.
and followed by Urisk Misty stepping to the ground as well. Bastion, you now see all of them not far from you, and now you're more confused than ever because that's where you started, and they're only like a good 60 feet away from you.
Alright, I'll Grievous crawl my way back over to him.
As you all are collecting your thoughts, you hear the sounds of the dam screaming closer and closer to you. And the sound
Bastion
of the
must be here.
leaves, the sound of the leaves rustling around you. And then over the top of the hedge, you see Bastion.
Do we see our zombies that we
No, they're gone.
No
Oh,
craters
shit.
or anything?
Nope, nothing. No trace. Bastion, are you gonna stay at the top of the hedge or jump down?
I'm gonna get up and perch on the top. Say, well, we're not dead.
Are you sure?
Well, I guess no, but like, could have gone way worse.
Can we ever really be sure that we're not dead and this isn't hell?
Anyway, so I tried to map out some of the maze, but there's some stupid magic shit.
There's so much
there
magic
always-
shit.
I think it wants us to go to the freaking village.
It either wants us to go to the village, or we have to do the maze a very specific way.
Well, everything I saw was a dead end. I could try and run and punch holes through it, but I feel like it would still.
I feel like it's the punching holes through it is the issue. I think it wants you to solve the puzzle.
Hey, what's it gonna do to Stelmer just flying over it?
Probably the same thing it just did to Bastion.
Yeah, I traveled a bit, but I didn't really get all that much closer. So I think there's some distortion going on here with their stupid maze.
I'm gonna idly use Firebolt to try to set the hedges on fire. While they're talking. Pew pew pew.
So you'll try to set the maze on fire, and the leaves do not catch on fire. But you do notice something, that there is actually a very thick cobbled stone wall at the center of the leaves. So it's not made out of just pure leaves.
Hmm.
It's an actual wall encased by leaves.
I will relay that. Bastion, you want to try to punch through the wall?
I don't know if I'm the one best equipped to punch through stone walls. Not the strongest of peoples.
No,
And
metal.
it's also
I
purely
figure-
magic.
I feel like it would hurt you less.
I could try. Let's keep that as like a plan D. If everything else fails.
By the way, Ragna, you can tell that Murderface isn't having a good time here.
Just generally irritated or what? Just the magic or?
Uncomfortable.
I'll give him a headbat. It's the best I can do right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and take off my helmet, put it in my bag, and then I'm going to try and start hopping my way towards the village.
Yeah, let's head to the village, see if we can find any information there real fast.
I'll point in the direction of the village if they can't see it over the hedge.
Yeah, it's a pretty singular path towards the village, so they can easily make their way there. Ragna, I assume you're going to take flight.
Yep.
If you want, you can try going towards the tower.
Nah, it's too much magic fuckery.
So, Bastion, you will hippity hop your way towards what you presume is the entrance, and it actually does look like you will make it there. You kind of see a steps kind of leading up to the maze. As you get towards this entrance from the top of the hedge, that same kind of barrier is there, and it's very difficult for you to push through it on the top of the hedge, but it looks like there's a shimmer of light you can probably go through at the bottom.
Is it so tough that if I weren't trying to push through it, I could?
No, you could probably try to push through it.
Does this seem like it's domed, or is it just like a straight cylinder?
It's hard to tell, but you presume probably a dome.
Okay, I'm going to see if, since it's a little bit harder to push through, if I'm not really trying to push and I'm going light-footed like I am with the bushes, if I can try and like make my way up the dome.
Oh, I see. You're trying to like climb up it.
Yes. I can grievous crawl if that helps my chances.
I was about to say, with all of your arms, you will try to do your best to get like a good hold on the barrier itself. Like, not intentionally trying to push through per se, but also trying to get a good grasp on it. Or roll me strength.
Yeet.
No, it's not going to work. You just can't quite get a good grasp to actually climb up it.
Shit. Ah, well. I guess I'll just go through it like a normal person then.
You'll hop down?
Yeah.
Alright, you'll hop down. Are you going to slow your fall, or I guess you probably, Mr. fucking Monk, don't you have some skill where you can just
I'm just gonna jump off and then
jump off?
roll.
Oh.
Just. Or
It won't take long
Like,
for the others to catch up to you. You will all kind of walk up to the entrance of the maze, and you can see the very obvious shimmer of the barrier. They does seem to be like you could probably go through it, but no one's really tried up to this point.
I'll go through it.
Okay.
Just walk through.
Everyone watches Urus because he just kind of walks on through and he disappears. Where you think you'd see him outside, you actually don't see anyone.
Walked into the maze, right?
He walked out of the maze.
Or out of the maze.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. I'll walk through.
Yeah, I was
Bastion
about to
will
say,
walk
fuck
through.
it.
You walk through, and Ragnar,
Can I fly through, or do I have to land and stomp through?
you will have to land. I mean, I guess technically you haven't tried, but you could try to break through the barrier.
I will, but if it shows any major resistance and it pisses off Murderface, we'll go through the normal way.
How much speed you gonna get on this?
Not a lot.
Okay, then I'll just. He actually manages to like kind of bust his head through, and he gets a good portion of the way through, but the barrier kind of starts to push him back in. If you went quicker, you could probably break through the barrier.
All right, yeah, we'll try to force our way through since we made it this far.
So we'll do a full speed advantage on his strength. You'll get even further through to the point where you are almost breaking through it now, but the barrier pushes you back in. You can try once more if you want.
It's not worth it. Just land and go through the front.
Okay. You guys will break through the front, and everyone on the outside could actually see the distortion happening and see Murderface's head kind of just appear out of thin air almost. Twice.
I wait each
Um,
time he appears.
Eventually, though, you guys will see Ragnar Murderface come out the normal entrance of the maze. And everyone's there, just standing at the top of these steps that lead down to the village.
Are there any people around?
Nope. None.
Any zombies around?
No zombies. Not
Does
from
it
you can
look
tell.
like it's deserted or like it's in use?
No. You actually see people walking around and lights on.
I'll start walking towards them and yell, "Hey!"
Okay. Well, Urus is just going to go down to the village. Anyone else?
I will do
Ah.
aerial reconnaissance.
All right. Ragnar will spread Murderface's wings and they'll fly
I
off.
can't trust the murderer, so, I'll go down with him. Even though Urisk is the murderer.
Well, actually, technically he is.
I mean, yeah, true. We've all killed a decent number of cultists.
No, that dude with the arm. In the
You
bar.
dick.
You forgot about that?
Can't trust the murderer.
Just
what
nobody
you doing.
knows.
Fashion.
I'm going to climb up on the nearest roof and start hopping between roofs.
All right. Some good old hoppy hops.
Terrifying, literally every person in the building.
So he took his helmet off. I don't know if he wants to put it back on.
I shall not, as I am trying to do this.
Still
as
think a giant
stealthily as
metal
possible.
man sprinting from people's roofs to roofs.
Are you
Still
going to
horrifying.
deactivate your astral arms or keep them
They're gone.
on? Okay.
I want to try and hop between roofs, concealing myself, watching the boys travel. And seeing if
You'll have to give me some stealth checks and acrobatic checks. I say plural, but just give me one each. Starting off with your strong one. That's sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That was an accident. It's the exact same though. It's just plus.
Okay. I'll give it to you then. I'll let you use sleight of hand.
I'm not proficient in it, so it's the same for both. It's a dex.
So Urisk will make it down the steps, followed close behind by Yi. Urisk is screeching to the top of his lungs, saying hey to everyone walking around the village. Bastion kind of veers off from you guys. Yi, you don't even see where Bastion goes. Bastion, you will very definitely climb up the buildings, and as far as you can tell, no one spotted you. Ragnar, you see all of this, just flying above everyone. Urus,
Like the unsavory fellows as I'm jumping around.
yeah, Urus, you will a couple. Most of the villagers are pretty hesitant, but a couple will approach you, and they'll respond. Oi?
Maybe you can help us. We kind of got locked out of the castle tower thingy.
Both of them will look at each other and go, you ain't part of that group that came in?
I'm part of a group, and we did just come in, but I don't think we came in the way that you think we did, or at least not the way they were referring to the other.
We just fell from the sky.
He looks to the guy next to him and goes, you ought to go get the boss. Probably want to know about this. And the guy will look over to you and go, we got a tavern if you want. We can talk there.
I could go for a drink. It's been a weird morning.
Yeah. It's been fun though. Never been skydiving before.
He'll turn and walk over towards the building that you presume is the tavern. Bastion, you will sneakily see this and make your way on top of the tavern.
So who's the boss?
One guy went to go see the boss or find the boss, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
follow
see,
him.
you'll follow him? Alright. He'll walk over to another building in the village that is kind of off to the side, but a little elevated from the others because it's like placed on a hill. He will go making his way over there. You'll have to, since the houses are kind of spaced apart, you'll have to hop off and get back on the buildings. I'll make you give me another acrobatics and sneak check. So Ragna, from your bird's eye view, you see the other two going off into a building, following behind,
I think my shit swaps.
following the others, or following behind that one guy, and you see Bastion kind of following off over to the other side.
I will begin landing preparations.
Okay. Bastion,
Yes.
luckily for you, climbing isn't too difficult, but you have some problems when you get onto the other side, but you will make it up. And you're still stealth as far as you can tell. You will get to a comfortable point on a building near where he's going. If you want, you can make your way on top of that building, but
Yes, I will do just that.
so you will make your way over there. As you are sitting on top of the building, you see the guy kind of knock on the door, and after some time, the door will open, and you'll hear a gruff man go, what? And then they'll kind of talk amongst each other. Basically, the guy will just go, there's some people that came here. They don't appear to be from the group, but they came from the maze. And you'll hear the other guy go, I'll be down in just a moment. Where'd you put him? And then he'll go, we took him to the tavern. You won't hear any other exchange, but you'll assume he nodded. And the door will shut, and the other guy will turn around and start walking back to the village.
I'm sticking with the boss now.
Alright, so you're going to be waiting a moment.
Mhm.
The other two, you will be led into a building that is very much a tavern. It's not like super busy or anything. You can tell just about everyone who is in there is from the village itself. The guy will lead you over to a table, and he'll be like, you can have a seat here. I think the boss should get here soon. If you want, he looks over to the barkeep and looks back to you guys. You can have a drink.
So who's the boss?
But yeah, you'll see him. He's the head of the village.
You guys part of the cult?
He shakes his head. No, we're part of no cult, despite what some people would think.
Oh, well, there is.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, there is a cult apparently living at the tower. Do you know who they are?
He shrugs. They come through every now and then. Wagons and the such. They He scratches his chin. A lot of them wear purple.
That'd be them. Did they ever harm anybody around here?
Nah, they kept to themselves. The boss talked to them a couple times, but we see a lot of people come through here. They like to see the tower. Some wizards occasionally like to come through here as well. But we usually let people do what they want to the maze or the tower. It doesn't bother us any.
Yeah, much appreciated for the hospitality.
He nods and he'll turn off and walk away. It doesn't take a genius to tell or even notice, but most of the villagers in the village are kind of steering clear from you guys. But they're not like openly hostile or anything to you.
So it's more of like just wary of strangers.
Yeah. I was about to say, now Bart, you're gonna land now, right?
Yep.
Hog. So, are you gonna which building were you going for? The one Bastion's on top of, or the one the other two went into?
Would her tavern senses kick up and know which one has alcohol in it?
I would assume so.
I would definitely assume so.
And yeah, the
Not the
tavern.
one that can't drink.
Nope. All right. Well, you'll go land right in front of the tavern as that other guy was just leaving, and he'll like, oh, and most everyone else around you kind of all retreat, and he'll go, oh, hey, you part of the group that's in the tower now?
The little scaly cunt, the bigger scaly cunt.
They're inside. You can. He looks around. You leave your wyvern. He points off to the side. There, I guess.
He's good. He don't attack people.
He just nods. Bastion, you notice. Well, you saw first off Ragnar land, and second off, the boss is leaving his house now and heading towards the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Color is clothes.
Say what?
Is he wearing anything purple?
No purple.
Just gonna follow him, man.
Just a combination of brown and black, mostly.
Like that stopped us last time.
What do you mean? I've only ever killed cultists.
Stealth and acrobatics once more.
Doop, 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 doop.
I feel
Very
you
good. Very good.
I feel like if you rolled in that one on the acrobatics, you'd end up joining somebody for key through their roof.
No. You will very stealthily make your way over without any
Now it-
issues.
My shit's being weird.
Alright. So yeah, you'll make your way over. Ragnar. Everyone at the tavern, the doors will swing open, and you'll see Ragnar come marching on in.
Alright, so
Oh,
what
hi,
are we?
Ragnar.
Hey, what are we doing?
We're just
Wait,
having a
wait,
nice
wait.
chat, getting a drink.
Hey, works for me. I'll head straight to the bar.
The bartender behind this fairly stout lady looks up to you and goes, "Hi, what you want?"
Hey, let's start. Give me a tall shot of whiskey and keep the ale coming.
Yes, of course. She'll turn around and she'll first kind of give you a mug of ale, and then she'll walk off, grab a glass, pop open a bottle of whiskey, and fill it up.
We'll put
Or a shot of
three
whiskey and
gold on
fill
the
it up.
table. And kind of like slide it over to her.
Thank you. Did you want something too?
No, I just figured to help cover her tab.
This won't be the last one.
As you say that, the doors will open up again, and you will see this man kind of come walking in. He's dressed up in kind of like some hard leathers, and compared to the actual village folk, he seems to be a bit more rough and tough than everyone else around him.
You must be the boss.
And he'll start walking over to you all, and he'll see where Ursk is sitting and go, "About we have a seat." And then he'll kind of lean over to Ragnar and goes, "You can come over there too if you'd like."
Whatever.
I'll use Mage Hand to start pulling chairs out for people to sit down.
So he'll walk over and go have a seat. Bastion, are you gonna head in or are you staying outside?
I shall stay on the roof and hide up there.
Alright. So he'll come in and he'll take a seat with all of you. The bartender lady will come over, top off Ragnar's ale, ask if she wants any more whiskey.
You're damn right.
She'll top that off and also give ale to the chief and ask if the other two want anything.
Just some water would be lovely.
L for me, please.
Pussy.
She'll nod, walk off, and go retrieve those things. So the boss will take a big old drink and he'll go. So, based off what I've heard, you lot aren't part of the cult.
We're a group of adventurers hired to investigate them.
Investigate them. You mean kill them, right?
Actually, no, not this time.
Oh, really?
What, really?
I mean, if they stop us, then we might have to, but this time
Fucking
we're
hope
actually,
they do. I'm tired of this talking
we're just
shite.
here to investigate the tower, and apparently it holds an artifact that's supposed to be given to us, and investigate their dealings here, and that's about it. If they try to stop us, I might kill some, but, it depends.
Risk. I'll give you this check. Roll insight.
20.
You notice when Yi mentioned the word artifact, he kind of twitched his eye a little and brought his hand up and kind of ruffled up his chin to the sound of that word.
I'll grin and say, so you're familiar with it.
You mean the artifact they brought?
The dragon mask, yeah.
Yes, it wasn't too long ago. There was a wagon shipment for them. Although this one was a bit different. The wagon was much smaller and only had a single lockbox in the back. And this time the boys who came in were dressed up much more differently than the others. Had these black masks on and, well, they seemed to have a different air around them. Much tougher, meaner looking.
Sounds familiar. We may have killed some of them before.
And you're here to retrieve that artifact?
Yep.
Well, it'll be in the tower. As to where, I can't say.
Yep, we tried to get their aerial, and that didn't go over too well.
Well, of course it wouldn't. You need to know how Xanathar created it in the first place if you were ever going to try to find another way in. So Bart, as you're just chugging down your ale and your whiskey, everyone kind of notices this, but Bart is from one warrior to another. You could tell, A, this guy's kind of bulky, B, he has some scars, and C, he kind of carries himself like he's always on edge, wait for a fight.
Are you looking to pop off or something?
No, I'm not.
Why are you on guard?
Group of strangers show up into the town, and based off what I heard, you lot came from the maze.
Hey?
Yeah, we came from above the tower, hit a barrier, and then woke up in the maze.
He shakes his head and goes, "That's not surprising. I myself have entered the maze a couple times.
Any insight
It's,
on how it works?
Not a damn clue. Tried scaling it once, but that didn't work out. And the other time I tried to actually do the maze, but I was run off by some creatures.
Do you know what kind of creatures they were, or any?
No, I don't. But the cult, they're able to traverse the maze quite easily now, so which means they must have mapped out the way to actually complete it.
So did they come through the town, or did they go through another way?
He shakes his head. No, they come through the town, then go up through the maze.
How often? When do they usually show up?
Not terribly often, but every week or so that we may get to see another wagon come in, and then
Probably
later on that
resupplies.
wagon will be leaving.
And they ever
And
keep
I mean,
any...
if the,
Go ahead.
I said, well, if the cult figured it out, they aren't exactly bright, so it shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, they came in with numbers. Who knows how many they lost trying to solve it.
Yeah, but they were weak numbers. When's the last time the cult came through here?
It had to be half a day by now, in the middle of the night. That's when that shipment came.
So we don't have another shipment for another week.
He shakes his head and goes, no. Well, maybe. Like I said, that shipment was just a box. They left. He sits there for a moment and goes, actually, no, they haven't left.
Oh.
In the next couple of days, they're due for another resupply, assuming the schedule sticks.
And I take it with you don't seem very fond of them either.
They don't bother us none. We quite frankly don't care about who comes through the town, just as long as they don't cause any trouble. The
Very
tower is somewhat a hotspot for mages and wizards alike, and adventurers. We've seen quite our fair share.
Do we want to try to wait and see if we can ambush them outside of town? And get their map?
It's the only issue with waiting is how much time what's his face has.
True.
Since it seemed like a more urgent letter, but
He should have sent a fucking contact out here waiting for us or some shite.
the other issue is we weren't exactly subtle when we fell through the sky. So if they have any guards posted up on the tower, they probably saw us fall from the fucking sky.
I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
Well, they can come over and do something about it then. Fuck them.
So the other issue is they're definitely aware of us. So the question is, do we still wait and ambush a target coming in? Do we wait and jump somebody coming out, or do we try to brave the maze?
I mean, the maze is all magic fuckery. It ain't much good I'm got when it comes to that. It'll be you two.
So maybe spend the night, rest up, keep watch, and if nobody shows themselves by tomorrow, then maybe they'll think we've gone home and given up.
True.
Not an exceptionally long wait period, but hopefully long enough that it gives us some advantage.
May I ask you one more question, boss?
Hmm.
Have you ever seen any dragons flying through the area?
Big blue one, but I haven't seen it in a while.
There's
Did it
that
have
pussy
any
dragon one did.
I was going to say, did it have any marks on it the last time you saw it?
Hard to say. Never came close to the village.
Okay. Now, did the dragon have to go through the maze?
No, they flew into the top.
So it's technically possible.
Perhaps, he shrugs, but I don't know. The tower was created by Xenothal using a powerful spell. There could be other ways in. He very well could have created an escape route of some kind, but I have no way of knowing.
And we very much appreciate all the information you've given us.
You're most welcome. No. Is there anything else you need from me? You're free to stay in the village, but I ask of you not to cause any fights or mishaps in the village. Keep that in the tower outside of the village.
It's a very reasonable request. We can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't kill anybody, but I can't promise anything.
I will make sure she doesn't start any bar fights or, try. She's going to
Oh,
throw me
yeah?
through a window. But I'll be nice.
You had to say bar fight. You had to specifically say bar fight.
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck is wrong with you? He just goes, destruction of the town would be nice to be kept to a minimum. Thank you.
Right, you got anybody who sells goats or livestock?
There's a farmhouse not far from the village where we get our livestock from typically.
Hey, good to know.
He nods. Anything else?
I think that's all we need.
Tavern here function as an inn, or is it just a tavern?
It functions as an inn. You all can stay here. Second floor is full of rooms. None of them are taken.
Beauty, eh?
If you need anything during your stay, let me know. And if you go into the maze, needless to say, if you don't come out, we're not sending anyone in after you.
Don't expect it.
He nods and goes, good luck. And try to keep all your killing inside the tower.
We'll keep the killing to a minimum and outside of your purview.
He'll turn around and start walking off. And then he'll stop and turn back. It's like, oh, I actually almost forgot. I can't say for certain, but another member of my village mentioned they actually saw some people leave the maze. But they weren't followed with any organized group. They turned and they ran. So.
Were they wearing anything, specific?
They were wearing the typical purple robes that group wears.
And they sprinted out?
Mm-hmm. One of them apparently looked in bad shape, but I don't know. I wasn't the one who saw them.
Fuck.
Could you tell us who it was?
Thank you.
No, I can't tell you who it was. Anyone as specific you have in mind?
Probably the guy who sent us the letter.
I meant the villager that saw them, so we could ask them.
Hmm. Yes, his name is Rai. He lives in the house just across from the tavern.
Okay. We may go pay him a visit. Bring him some alcohol.
The best way to get him to talk.
Sounds like a plan. You are appreciated.
He nods, gives Ragnar a glance, and then walks off.
What the fuck was that for?
He doesn't say a word as he leaves.
Hey, you looking for something? You can find it right here, prick.
I think we found you a drinking buddy, Ragnar.
Let's see about that. I'll fuck him up.
Bashing, you will see the boss leave the tavern and start walking back up towards the house.
I will follow.
Same checks.
Okay.
Everyone else in the tavern, what are you doing?
Well, I'll stand up after down and be like, all right, I'm gonna go feed Motorface. While I'm at it, I'm gonna fly around. I'll see if I see any of the rope pricks. Find them, I'll fuck them up and bring them by.
Alright, meet us at the dude's house when you're done.
I don't know where his fucking house is.
Just across the road.
Eh.
All right.
We'll listen out for screaming individuals, and we'll find you.
Ragnar will head on off, mount Murderface, and fly off. Ragnar, it won't take you long to spot the farmhouse you need to go to. But do go ahead and give me a perception check if you're keeping an eye out for cult members.
Yep.
As for the other two, you guys gonna head straight to the house across?
No, get a couple bottles of ale from the bartender first.
All right.
I'm actually just going to chill in the bar. I'm going to let Urus handle this one.
Does that possibly go wrong?
Bastion,
I'm expecting it to go horribly wrong, but I want to believe in you. So I'm just going to take a short rest and get my spell slots back.
You successfully follow him back to his house.
Yeah, I'll wait a couple minutes to see if anybody comes up, if I hear anything.
Yeah, you'll see Ragna actually take off her wyvern and fly off.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to order us 2 rooms for the evening and relax for the next 30 minutes.
Okay. So a couple bits of ale and the 2 rooms are gonna bring you all up to a total of 5 gold.
I'll pay for all of it.
All right. And you're gonna walk off across the street.
Yep.
So Ragna, we'll go ahead and do you first. You don't see anything on your trip to the farm. So you'll land and you're on a very typical farmstead. There's very clearly livestock all around you, the smell of manure, as well as crops and the fields kind of lining up beside a hill. You land in front of what you presume is the house, and you don't see anyone outside at the moment.
All right, well, we'll walk up and bang on the door.
The door will open up, and there'll be a man standing in front of you like, huh? Hey, what you want? You here to raid me?
I was gonna buy a fucking goat. You want me to raid you?
You want to go there?
Hey.
One moment, and he'll shut the door on you. You'll hear shuffling on the other side of the house. The door will open up. He has a hat and a little kind of jacket on. He'll take a step outside, close the door behind him, and go, follow me.
Following.
He'll walk over to a barn. He'll lead you inside of it, and he'll go, alright, there's what I got. I'll let you inspect whichever one you want, to a talk price.
I mean, honestly, I'm not a fucking expert on goats, so I would assume fat and healthy.
Right, maybe we'll pick out the biggest one.
That works.
Yeah, good choice. He'll walk over and go, see, this will go be, it's all 15 gold for her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna haggle. Yeah, sure.
He'll nod and take the 15 gold, and he'll go, I owe yours.
Hey, should be good eating for him. Hey, by the way, while I got you here, have you seen any of the robed cunts? You know, the ones coming out of the tower?
Yes, actually, a couple of them stopped here.
Oh yeah, when was that?
It wasn't that long after that supposed delivery. They left about 4 or so hours ago.
Oh shit. Oh, long. You see what direction they went?
Yes, it was, he'll kind of walk outside, and you'll see him kind of squint as he's looking around. And then there's a fucking bug on my screen. I've had a different map open this whole time.
Also, did you fix your monitor?
No.
Hell yeah.
It's still slowly dying.
Oof.
You can't fix it. It's not something you could fix. The monitor's just dying on me.
And you could
Well, I didn't know
replace
if you,
the
like-
LCD panel.
What?
You could replace the LCD panel.
Why would I bother doing that?
I'm not saying it would make sense. I'm just saying you could.
Anyway, farmer walking outside, pointing.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, so we'll walk outside and he'll point off to the mountains and be like, they were heading towards the mountains. Told them not to go that way, but
Hey, what? There's
listen
like
to me.
giants and trolls and shit up there.
Sure, there's all sorts of creatures up there, but he looks back to you and goes, never been up there, never wanted to.
It gives me a place to start looking. All right, well, I don't need anything else from you, so you can fuck off now.
Turn around, and after you lead the sheep out, or the goat out, he'll just head back inside, shut the door behind him.
All right, and I'll drag the goat because I imagine it sees the wyvern and is now trying to buck off and run away. Ain't
Yeah,
running
but
out.
that silly goat is no match to Ragnar.
Hey, boy, who's hungry?
Murder faces.
And I will proceed to just fucking yeet the goat right in front of him.
And
Yep.
just fucking chomps down, rips the goat apart.
So Murderface has had he's had a trying day, so I'm just gonna let him enjoy that goat and take a rest, and then once he's finished, we'll fly in that area he pointed near the mountains and see if I see anybody.
It'll be basically 30 minutes, and he'll devour everything. You'll get a nice short rest. Meanwhile, Urisk, you walk up to the house.
I look at the two glasses in my hand and the door, and then put like one under my arm, use mage hand to hold it in the air, and knock on the door. So when he opens the door, he just sees one glass floating there, and then a detached hand.
The door will open up and be like, hey, yeah, oh,
Brought you a present.
wow. Maybe the doc was right. Maybe I should stop drinking so much. The bottle. He reaches out to grab the bottle. Talk to me.
So I heard you saw some people leaving the maze, and one of them didn't look so good.
So he's just staring at the bottle as you're talking, and he goes, oh yeah, that's nasty stuff. What do you want to know, bottle? He leans in and rubs it against his face.
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me which direction they went.
Trying to get my secrets, are you? He takes the bottle and he throws it out. It's like, you ain't gonna have them today, demons! He'll turn around and shut the door.
Knock on the door again.
You hear, go away!
I'm no demon.
Oh, yeah, you're a demon bottle floating out there talking to me.
Did you miss the actual me? Were you that obsessed with the bottle? You know there's a person out here, right?
Persuasion.
6.
Ain't gonna fool me, no, sir.
You really missed the tall dragonborn standing next to the bottle.
I ain't seen no dragon, just a bottle.
Maybe you should cut back on the alcohol, dude.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself advantage on this one.
Nat 20 goes into 12 steps, changes his life.
19.
Yeah. He kind of slowly opens the door to peek out, and he'll go, bottle won't want me drink from it. And he'll see you standing out and go, oh, bottle, you some kind of dragon.
Yes, I'm the one that has been talking to you.
Yeah, I don't trust this. And he'll shut the door.
How about barbarians?
Especially barbarians, he says behind the door.
You're definitely not gonna like the other option.
Oh?
Yeah, kind of a walking tree.
Ain't never seen no walking tree.
Would you talk to me if you did?
Depends.
On?
The walking tree.
Would you prefer one that's terrifying or merely creepy?
Oh, what do you think, huh?
I don't know you that well. We've only really talked through the door, or when we were talking to the bottle of ale that I brought you.
Oh, so you conjured up that evil bottle, huh?
It wasn't an evil bottle.
You're an evil sorcerer, aren't you?
No, actually, I'm a good sorcerer.
Ain't no such thing. Sorcerers all evil.
Even the ones that heal people?
Especially the ones that heal people.
Why are they evil if they're doing nice things?
Sometimes people better off dying. Ain't their right to change things.
Not all people are better off dying. Some people still have good to do in the world.
But then you hurry up and go off and do good, or go off and die. Make no difference for me. Leave me alone.
Well, I'm trying to help somebody that might be hurt. And I need to know
who's
where
hurt?
they went.
Who's that?
The guy in the purple robes you saw.
You just trying to get my secrets, are you?
Why is it such a big secret?
No one else listens to me when I tell them. But now someone shows up and wants to know everything. Or don't you think?
Maybe you just finally found somebody that's willing to listen.
I ain't listening, no dragon.
Well, it doesn't mean I can't listen to you.
Ain't talk no dragon.
But you'll talk to a tree?
Depends.
Alright. I'll go get my tree buddy.
When you exhaust the dialogue. So you say the same thing again? Alright. Who's your tree buddy?
Was he asking me or was it you?
You. I'm asking you. Personally. Alright. I just want to make sure. You gonna go find Bastion? What are you gonna do to find Bastion?
Send a firebolt up into the air.
Okay.
Just
Bastion, you very visibly see Urus just shoot a firebolt in the air, and everyone else around him kind of freaks out a little.
don't worry.
But not out of the ordinary. I'll ignore it.
Very reasonable response.
Yes.
Prestidigitation up in the air with an arrow pointing to me.
Okay.
How far away is this?
He's like in the center of town next to the tavern, so it's not too far from you.
So I can see him.
You can definitely see him.
Is he's within 100 feet, right? Cool. I'm gonna put on my mask, and I'm gonna use its ability to whisper to him. What do you want? I'm hiding.
This guy won't talk to lizards or barbarians. I was hoping I'd describe you as kind of like a tree, because you're made of wood. and is at least willing to entertain the idea of possibly talking to you. He has some information that we could use.
Where is this guy?
In this house, and I'll point.
Does
Fuck.
this house have a window?
Yes,
Is this window open? Or is it shuttered closed?
it is shut.
Tell you what. If you can get one of them windows open, I'll get in there.
We use Mage Hand to try to open the window.
You will be able to open it from the outside using Mage Hand.
There you go.
Alright. I wait a second to see if he notices and closes it, and if not, we'll try to sneak my way in.
He does not. Acrobatics and stealth.
I did tell him he wouldn't like this option.
Yeah. Thank you.
So the sounds of the damned scream as Basham makes his way deftly over to the open window.
Now you imagine the scream to the dam. Still ain't got no helmet on. Not that helmet, my astral helmet.
Oh, you're right.
That dragon helmet don't do shit except for whistle.
And you will... What you think, no one really saw you, but you'll make your way and you'll get inside the house. As you step inside, the floorboards will creak. And down the stairs, you'll hear a man go, yeah, leave that window open again. And you hear someone start walking up the steps.
Is there like a table?
Yes, there is a table. There's
How
also
close
a
are they
bed.
to the stairs?
Not close. They're like on the other side of the room.
I'll try and shut the window quietly, real quick.
South.
Come on. You can roll. You can do it.
Oh, baby.
Like, uh-oh.
You'll go. And now he picks up the pace as he goes up the steps.
Is there like a banister next to this set of stairs, or is it just stairs that just open up into the thing?
There is a banister, yes.
So you remember the Minotaur?
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to get over there and then hop behind him onto the staircase.
Okay. Stealth and acrobatics. Okay. You'll hop on over. You'll run up just as he's about to like breach his head up above to where he'd be able to see into the room, and then you'll hop behind him on the steps as quietly and carefully as you can. By the time you get behind him, he makes it to the top of the steps. He did not notice you, and he looks over to the window and goes, "Eh? I thought that was open for sure." Guess what? Think.
Now that I'm on the stairs, I'm going to, in the downstairs, look for a chair and then just sit down in it.
Stealth one last time.
Come on, Bash, you can do this.
Roll, please.
You will squeak a floorboard as you do it, which will catch his attention, but you will set up in a chair and wait for him. He'll go like, huh? I don't know, I'm hearing things. That dragon ought to do it. Probably vexed me of some kind. And he walks down the stairs.
Do I hear that through the door?
Perception. So he'll walk down the steps, turn the corner, and I assume you're in a chair facing him or away from him.
Did he have a swivel chair I could have aimed for?
No, unfortunately, he did not have a swivel chair.
Then I will sit in one facing him.
He'll get down the steps, turn, and see you, like...
And I'll
Oi.
use the ability to whisper, that way it comes through kind of like it's only in his head, since he's a drunk feller. And say the dragon sent me to talk to you.
Make a con save. Or a will save. Wow. Drunk bastard. Oh, oh
He's
you,
drunk enough to know he's too scared.
you the tree. You the tree man, huh?
Yes. I thought
You
that was
that-
obvious. Still doing the whisper thing.
You look more like a golem of some kind.
I'm just a bit of a mix, but I am about,
Or mixed
40%
breed, huh?
tree.
I ain't like mixed breeds.
well, to be fair, I haven't met a couple good people in my travels either. I hoping you're one of them, so it doesn't end the same way as them.
Oh, intimidation, huh?
Yes, because with the helmet, I have advantage on intimidation.
Roll it.
It's still absolute dog trash, but I have advantage. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, all right. You're here. What you want, eh?
I just want you to help my friend.
Ah, your friend, eh? The dragon outside, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he conjured up some bottle to talk to me. He
I can
bewitched
assure
it.
you he has no such skill.
Oh, but he does. I was there. I seen it. He
Why don't
talked
we
to
have him
me.
come in here and he can see if he can conjure up another bottle? I assure you
Persuasion.
he cannot. Is my persuasion also really good? Hey,
He could talk through the door.
alright.
He'll
Well,
knock
why
on the
don't you
door,
call
be
out
like,
to him?
"Oi, dragon, you still out there?
Yep.
Your friend here, the tree man, convinced me. What you want?"
Want to know which way the people in the purple robes went?
Ah, you mean the ones who came out of the maze?
Mm-hmm.
They went off towards the farm.
Much appreciated.
Uh, while he's talking to him, as soon as I hear that the information has been got for whatever reason he wanted it, I'm going to disappear.
How are you going to
I'm
disappear?
going to find the stairs again and try and get past them real fast and go jump out the top window again.
Stealth and acrobatics.
Why will my stealth never roll? What the fuck?
Fuck. After he's done talking to the dragon, he'll go, "All right, now you listen here, Mister Tree." They all turn around and Basher's just gone and goes, "What the bloody fucking hell just happened?"
As soon as I know that I'm out and I'm clear and I'm back on a roof across the street, I will once again use the helmet to whisper to the boy.
Oh god.
Thank you, my friend.
Can you hear responses?
Well, I can hear them if they're loud enough. It's not like a straight up message spell, but since I'm close enough, I can hear them a little bit. It's just not like if I'm through several walls, but message makes it to them, it can't come back. It's
You
message, but much more
you
limited.
send it off. After some time, you will see him go up to the second floor. He has a giant pitcher of drink and just starts going to town.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Another villager terrorized.
That's he grabs out a chalkboard. Another point for bitch.
And then
Best
I
in
show.
this
No,
stays
no, no.
winning.
I pull out my dart and I make a little scratch on my arm. All right,
And he's like,
Tally.
"Suck it, yee."
little tally mark. All right. I now after hearing the farm thing and the purple robes, I will try and sneakily find my way towards the farm while watching out for any cultist boys.
Okay. So the farm's like kind of on the north end, outside of town,
Mhm.
going up on a hill. Ragna. Murderface is finished eating. Are you going to start scouting?
Yup.
All right. Give me another perception. And you know what? Not sure if you'll need it, but I also will give Murderface a roll. Murderface sees what you cannot, apparently. Murderface can smell the scent of blood. And as you're kind of looking around, as you get closer to the mountains and it starts to get colder and colder, Murderface will kind of nudge you into a specific direction, and he kind of starts to lead you a little bit there. I'd say it's safe to say Ragnar doesn't see it as insubordination, but can tell Murderface is trying to lead you to something.
Oh no, yeah, if he's got the scent, then hell yeah.
He'll lead you off to a direction, fly low, and then you can now very clearly see that there are a couple of people holed up in this kind of small little outcropping over a hill.
Let's go pay him a visit.
You're just gonna land down right in front of them?
Yep.
You will do so.
And are they cultist boys?
They are, and they are both visibly freaked the fuck out.
I was looking for you boys. So we need to get through the maze. So either help us or I'll fuck you up. One or the other. I suggest the easy way.
They both look at each other, look back to you, and the other one goes, that's one of the adventurers. The ones that have been going around killing everyone.
Alright, good. So you know the reputation. So you know exactly what I did to you. If you don't fucking do it, I tell you.
The other one stands up, which you can now tell is an elf, and he'll go, look, we don't want any harm set upon us, of course, and we, of course, mean you no harm. We can't go back. I'm sorry.
Well, you don't have to come with us into the tower. Just get us through the fucking maze. Like, look at it this way. Like, you're coming with me whether you like it or not, so you might as well make it easy.
We'll look at each other and go, how about this? We'll go along willingly if you can take us to any civilization that's not here.
When we're done, we're not gonna fucking drop you off somewhere and then go back to the damn tower.
That's fine. That'll work for us. We can help lead you through the maze.
Alright, is it just you two or are there others?
No. There were others, but I think we're the only two who made it out of the maze.
Alright, let's fucking go. Hop on.
They both very hesitantly walk over to Murderface, who Murderface, you could tell, is intentionally trying to scare them.
Good boy.
They will mount Murderface. And
we'll whoosh back onto the town.
Bastion, you will find the farm. When you get to the farm, you notice there is a carcass of a goat just kind of chilling in front of the house.
Murderface has been here. I'm gonna look to the skies.
You don't see anyone immediately.
Well, then I shall hide on top of the farm and watch out for any.
You will eventually see Murderface flying over.
Can I make out the other two figures?
No. Not until he gets closer, anyways. Yeah.
I'll chill around this area since we learn that the cult is headed this way. So I'll just kind of,
Yeah. Are you gonna wave down Ragnar at all? Or?
Do I see Bastion on the roof?
I don't know, Bastion. Are you trying to hide yourself?
Yes, I'm still trying to remain
Roll stealth and Ragnar roll perception.
Hey.
Yes, you do see him on the roof.
I assume like it's getting getting near night and maybe the moonlight's shining off his shiny ass skin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oi, Tin Cunt, what you doing?
How far up? Within 100 feet?
You'll get to within 100 feet very quickly.
I will one thing again. Use the helmet. Whisper to Ragna. Just scouting out there, hiding in case something comes up. They won't expect a fourth one.
Do it if you want, but I caught 2 of them. I'm taking them back.
Noted. There may be a slightly scared drunk guy in the village.
Uh,
And I assume at that point, probably.
what the fuck is that relevant?
Let's just watch out for him. I don't know what he might do. Also, he thinks Urisk is an evil sorcerer who can conjure alcohol. You might want to check into that one.
If that fucking scaly prick can make booze out of thin air, he's got some answering.
Agreed.
Pretty good point.
I may have.
I may have damned the risk.
I do kind of transmute gold into alcohol.
Anyway, I'm heading back, so you want to come, or are you just gonna fucking stand up on a roof?
I'll probably make my way back to the boss's roof and watch out over there. Make sure nothing weird happens.
So be it, and I'll swoosh off.
Swoosh off your shout. Right.
Now everybody but Yee knows what's up.
Yeah.
True.
Meanwhile,
we have them.
Alright, so you're gonna take the 2 boys back to the tavern?
Correct.
No.
Yeah.
So you will make it to the tavern, and both of them will hop off and willingly head inside the tavern. You just, I don't know what the fuck he's been doing this whole time.
I've just been drinking, chilling, taking a short rest.
Drinking? How much drink?
Like water.
Damn. Alright.
I ordered water. Keep the water coming. Staying hydrated. I'm a hydro homie.
Hydro homie, huh? You ever say that word again, I'll fucking kill you myself.
Did I make a retcon to my statement to Ragna? Yee is the one that can make alcohol.
I'll only retcon it if you get a nat 20 on a d20 roll right now.
Oh.
He lives another day.
Speaking of Ursk, did you go back into the tavern, Ursk?
Yeah,
or
I'll talk to Yee and update him on how that interaction went.
So, Ragna, I assume you're just going to follow behind the 2 boys going into the tavern, or you do something? Okay.
Yep.
You'll see, both of you will see immediately obvious cult members walk into the tavern, follow behind Ragna.
Hey, look what I caught.
Where'd you catch him?
Oh, out near the mountains.
Okay, because I was told that they went off towards the farm.
Oh, yeah, I was there to feed Motorface a goat. Farmer told me they went out to the mountains about 4 hours ago, so...
You guys are some losers, isn't you?
The elf will let you go. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Nice.
you got caught that easily. I mean, to be fair, Ragna is terrifying, as is Murderface, so... Give you that.
Oh, and that guy across the road is bat crap crazy.
I don't even... Okay, so I'm curious. The elf speaks up, and I'll walk over to your guys' table.
What's up?
We know who you lot are, and we're curious as to how you even knew we were at the tower in the first place.
Why the fuck would I tell you?
Yeah, that's kind of fair. We just follow the screams of burning cities. This is where it led us.
Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate curiosity. But, you are still the enemy.
Oh no, we're not part of the cult anymore. Not officially.
See, I've gone through this before. I've tried to free some of you, and then you backstab me.
We'll give you the same chance we gave them, though. You
Will
leave the
we? I'm
cult.
thinking.
No, let them leave the cult, let them go and live a peaceful life. But if they ever take up arms against us again or engage in any cult activity, they die.
Oh no, we're done. We're done with the cult. Not after what just was stirring up in there.
Well, what was stirring up in there?
Oh. I thought you were here because of that.
We're here because of many things, but
He crosses his arms and he kind of gets a little smug, like, so you don't know what's going on at the tower.
I'm more specific of what scared you. I mean, are you that much of a pussy?
His smile kind of fades and goes, "It's not so much what's in the tower as what's going on in the tower."
Yeah, you're that much of a pussy?
He kind of looks back to his friend, and he looks back to you and goes, "So, the girl with the red hair there, the wyvern, promised you lot would take us to a city, some sort of civilization after we helped you."
I said we
Uh,
drop you off as long as you cooperate.
Did you ever hear
No,
about
well,
the
look-
flying castle that you guys used to have?
Skyreach Castle.
Yeah, we have that now.
Is
Let's
it
put it
here?
this way. We're going to
It's
drop you
close
off.
enough.
Let's put it this
So
way.
when she said drop you off, she meant we're dropping you off the castle.
Unless you cooperate. Then we'll let you down nice and gentle.
Okay. Right. We'll cooperate.
All right, you want a drink?
Of course. And while I'm having that drink, in order to help me help you, what are you doing here exactly? What do you know?
We're here to pick up the mask.
Ah, so you do know the mask.
Yeah.
It actually got here no more than half a day ago. Close to a day now, I think.
Well, duh.
Jesus. He will take his drink it, look to you and go, "Do you want our help?"
Yeah. Still gonna mock you.
And why is that?
Because I'm a kobold, you guys are mean to kobold. This must be very degrading for you. Very happy for me.
No. I can assure you we weren't. Jorgen doesn't have too many kobolds under his command anyways.
Interesting. So you a traditionalist?
He nods. Was traditionalist.
Was.
Is that a problem?
No.
Well, let me put it this way. The dragon mask, which I assume is something you're after, correct?
Yee.
It did arrive recently. And on top of that, when the dragon mask arrived, it sparked some issues amongst the ranks. And of course, it didn't help after the breakouts, and needless to say, whatever Jorgen found out about what they delivered with the dragon mask, it wasn't good. And a civil war of sorts broke out in the tower.
And you didn't like the Civil War? So you're bailing?
He nods. There he goes. Jorgen and Iskander, they're both kind of relics of an ancient past of the cult. Unfortunately, Severin has far more power than they ever will hold. We were effectively the last of the traditionalists, if you will. And now that we're all falling apart on the inside, he shrugs, There's just no point sticking around anymore. I don't believe in what Severin's cult believes in.
That's fair. My waifu told me all about the whole way a cult used to be.
Yo, what, Fu?
My waifu, big
Hmm.
titty goth bitch.
I will pretend to understand what you're saying.
The girl he has a crush on.
I don't know why you didn't just say that.
Do you not speak
He's
kobold?
not-
Oh, I don't speak kobold.
Well, that's my bad. Sometimes I slip in.
You slipping. Sorry to catch myself slipping there.
But interesting. So, any other traders that you know of? Because that's what you are now at this point, just traders.
Man, you really hate us.
I've dealt with a lot of cult, and the last few I've shown mercy to have betrayed me, including one I thought was my friend. So I've got some pent-up aggression.
Wait, which one was that?
The one who high-fived me and then betrayed me at the roadhouse. Don't think I forgot.
Oh, god damn it.
I went through my notes today and I had that written down.
Well, look, I can assure you, we both have officially disbanded from the cult. We're never going back there. Ever.
Yeah, so now you're traders. Any other traders you know about?
What in your eyes do you see as a traitor?
Well, your desertion is a traitorous act.
Mm-hmm.
So any
Do
other
you
deserters
see
or people who are trying to escape might be helpful for us? People you might, maybe we shouldn't kill.
none that we know who got out alive?
Mm-hmm.
We all had very specific guides in order to get us through the maze, which unfortunately neither one of us are. But I should be able to lead you back into the maze without any real issues.
Fair enough. So you want another drink?
I think I'm done with drinks, thank you.
Ever see a man turn inside out?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Okay, making sure.
Have you ever seen a kobold turn inside out?
Yeah. You ever see kobold turned into goo?
I
that was a
have,
fun day.
actually.
You ever see a dead dragon?
A lot, actually.
So you've made it to the well, have you?
The well? No, I haven't been. You mean the Well of Dragons?
Yeah.
No.
Then where'd you see all the dead dragons, eh?
Do you not know what the cult was originally made for?
Are you even old enough for that shit?
I'm. What's wrong with you?
I'm aware I'm talking to an elf, but I'm still mocking him.
Do you all have rooms here?
Yes.
Are we allowed into those rooms?
I can make you a hole.
Here's a better question. When are we going into the maze?
That's actually a very good question. Ragnar, when are we going into the maze?
What the fuck you asking me for? I'd say fuck it, let's get drunk tonight and we'll do it in the morning.
In the morning.
See, it was a trick question because it'll be next session. Okay. But not kidding. He goes, in the morning, huh? That might work.
Oh, any issues that you're aware of?
As I said, the tower's broken out into a civil war. One side might win in the amount of time you'll take resting.
Yeah, but if one side wins, that means less of them inside to deal with.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that logic. Then we can go in the morning.
Maybe there is somebody inside we should probably save, but I'm still 50-50 on this whole saving cult members things.
Save. You're trying to save someone inside the cult?
Trying is a very strong word. Considering.
Who are you considering to save?
Hmm.
Did you forget, or are you debating on telling him?
I'm debating on telling him. I was also debating if I was gonna threaten him while telling him.
I'd say tell him, but threaten him while you're doing it.
There was a man who sent us a letter who wanted to defect.
A letter?
Yeah.
Defect? And they
Defect.
sent it to you?
Sent it to the Council of Waterdeep while we were there.
Huh. No, I'm
Also,
really
by the way,
curious.
for the record, if you tell anyone that information, I will turn you into goo.
I have
And
no
then
doubt.
resurrect that goo to turn it into a zombie.
He just kind of waves away. Yeah. Who is it? I'm curious. I have a couple ideas, but
Oh, tell me your ideas.
well, there are a few of the lower tiered ones in the cult that have been wanting to get out, but have been too afraid to do so. Rightfully so. Though they tried to escape when we went into the maze.
I'll give you a big hint. You've said his name.
Oh, I have.
You have.
So it would be between Jorgen and then Iskander then.
Ding, ding, ding.
Iskander it is.
Ding, ding, ding.
I should have known. Iskander was never really as brave as the others. Once you start rising up in the cult, next thing you know, you get a dagger in your back.
You know, I've heard that a lot, which makes me wonder why anyone wants to go up in the cult.
To give credit to Iskander, he is quite the imposing man. Got to be at least over 6 feet tall.
First was that dwarf dude who got stabbed by his buddies. Then there was Narrowvein they tried to stab. They try to stab everybody. You guys suck.
No. Advancement through assassination. Regardless, that is fascinating. But
So,
I
like,
guess
I
not
vaguely
entirely
feel a
unsurprising.
sense. I vaguely feel a sense of maybe we should help him out. But also, like, how much do I care?
He could be useful to you. Him being the second in command of Jorgen, he might actually know a few things.
Yeah, but we already have Verum and Neurovein. Does he actually know more than them?
You have Narrowvein?
Yeah!
Man, you're just spilling all the beans.
Hell yeah, dude. It's okay, this guy's gonna die.
I heard rumors, but he kind of puts his hand up to his chin. Wow, that's
Well, correction, we had Narrowvein.
You had him, and you let him go.
We had his head go from his shoulders.
So you killed him.
I didn't do it, no. Was he executed? Yes.
Why would you execute him?
I don't know. Council was feeling pretty bloody.
That just seems tactically ignorant, but I guess it makes sense.
I don't do any of that shit. I just do what the kings and queens tell me.
At least enough to fund our other endeavors.
Well, regardless, I suppose I'll stop interrogating you.
Again, you know, any information leaks or you even remotely try to do anything, goo.
And your threats wouldn't carry much weight if I were to, example, leak them anyways.
I mean, you ran because you value your life, don't you?
Oh no, I'm definitely not going to, but your logic just seems flawed to me.
I'm operating on the assumption you value your life.
Hmm.
I can torture you if you want.
Look, if you don't value your life, that's okay. We still value your corpse.
Corpse is helpful.
Yeah. We always need more minions.
I can also use your soul.
Ah, I see. You're those type of wizards.
I'm not a wizard. He's the bookworm.
You a bunch of fucking nerds. I don't know what
Then-
you're talking about.
That's a good point. Then I suppose I can assure you you won't have any problem with me. I prefer my corpse not to be reanimated for any mischievous deeds.
Reanimate your corpse, put your soul in a cage.
Yes, that one in particular. I would not like that one.
We do.
Anyways.
Cereal lady, a couple of souls.
Aha.
So wait, did you say cereal lady?
Yes.
The fuck you mean cereal lady? It means Zariel.
Sorry, yeah.
Close enough.
Oh yeah, we summoned her a couple weeks back. The fuck you mean cereal lady?
It sounds kind of like cereal. I don't think it's good the first time. This is just what it sounded like.
He stands up and he just kind of starts walking upstairs. I'll be up there. You get me in the morning.
Okay, by the way, I'm probably gonna have a demon watch your door. And watch you sleep.
He just waves his hand as he goes up the stairs. And the other guy follows behind. Alright.
I'm just gonna give dagger eyes to that guy and point at him. Same goes for you, bud.
He averts his gaze and follows up quickly. Alright. Anything else for this particular night?
Oh, you think I'm kidding? I'm gonna summon some cacklers and have them watch him sleep.
Why cacklers?
I think it'd be horrifying if they wake up and there's just demons cackling above them.
I mean, it is definitely a tried and true method, but why cacklers?
It's a lower level spell, so I don't have to think about it that much in case anything were to happen in the night, quote unquote.
I
And
do like
because it's
cacklers,
horrifying.
though. Despite my speakings, I do like cacklers.
See, I'm just gonna summon a horde of cacklers, have them watch him sleep.
That's not sleep. They wouldn't sleep. It's just a night of terror.
Listening to the cackling.
The village is gonna love that.
I'm pretty sure that their cackling is psych damage.
Oh, I don't remember if it actually affects all the time or if it's a specific attack that is the damage.
Hang on, let me grab the cackler. Let's see. Cackler. Oh, that sucks. My cackling was reset. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well.
it is when they die. Its dying laugh scars the mind of other nearby creatures.
That's hot.
And then they can mimic any sounds they've heard.
That's double hot.
But yeah, so they don't do outright psychic with just their natural cackling.
Is this gonna be like in the room or just like outside of the room?
In the room.
Jesus, man. I mean, he's an elf. He doesn't need to sleep.
Because
The
if it's
other guy-
outside the room, I have more chance of getting caught by the villagers. I don't want to disturb the people. Only these guys.
Could you imagine that?
Who would disturb the people?
4 fucking cackling demons just at the foot of your bed as you're trying to go to sleep, staring at you,
No.
laughing menacingly.
I don't think I can imagine that.
That's just sleep paralysis.
My sleep paralysis demons, they've come for me at last.
But yeah, that's all I'm doing is I'm gonna have the cackler sit at the foot of the bed. Just squaring up.
Cackler gets like right up in one of their faces and just kind of lightly just caresses his cheek and it's just like, his hole doesn't last forever.
God. It's so much better than I first thought.
Good job, Yi.
This is how you instill trust in somebody.
Yeah.
That's definitely one word for it.
Inspiring through fear. Works for Darth Vader. I'm sure it'll work for other people. Alright. But on the real note, though, I'll probably be the end of this year's session, and we'll pick up in the following morning where you guys go into the...
Oh, we're gonna pick up tomorrow morning?
No,
I mean,
no.
I have to work, but like...
Screw it, call out for work. Let's
It
do
works.
this.
Fucking let's go.
Just tell Tim you have a very important business meeting.
Yeah, I'm just get on and the whole time. Just do the D&D session normally, just in the middle of work. Someone
Yeah, you get
eventually
the
will...
same amount done.
Oh yeah, eventually
Literally
someone
nothing
will
right now.
look over to me and be like, "Why the fuck do you keep talking like that?"
Who the fuck is Yee Yee?
Nah, Justin wouldn't question shit, dude.
Who's Yi Yi and why is this demon caressing someone's cheek?
I feel like most of the people there wouldn't know. Like, they would catch on pretty quick.
Oh yeah, it's good to be back.
Agreed.
I feel like I slipped back into the motions pretty good.
I don't understand. One of the funniest but not funniest things is when Wendell decided that he was going to tell Andrew about your fucking hand job you got. And my first thought was, why would you tell him that? Of all the stories you could tell him, you told him the story about Yi getting a fucking hand job? Wendell was all for it. But Andrew was just like, what the fuck?
I feel like that's a good story. It's representative of how we
Okay,
play.
here's the thing though. That's a good story, but like you have to be somewhat involved with D&D for that story to.
I heard him, like, he was talking about it, and only halfway through the conversation did I pick up on what he was talking about, and I immediately was like, what the fuck, Wendell? That's fucking crazy.
Go on, Dakota. Give Jar Jar a hand job.
Go.
Perfectly good representation of this group.
Oh god, dude.
Alright, but yeah,